hit by Agnos. And Battlefield wins it in overtime. Stacy Terry hits it from 3. It'll be another Battlefield touchdown. This is the Battlefield Sports Network.
Hello everyone, and thanks for tuning into this week's episode of Battlefield Sports Network. I'm Matt Venezia. Here on this Monday, the Battlefield baseball team welcomes the Freedom Eagles into town for this Monday night tilt. It's a little bit chilly and it'll get a little bit colder as the night gets on, but the Bobcats are ready to welcome the Eagles. We have plenty of sports action to go over this week with another exciting week of Battlefield Sports Network coverage here in our 4th week of the spring season. So we're going to get it started off with the boys soccer team.
The Battlefield boys soccer team will get us rolling here in week 4 of the spring season. The Bobcats had all week to prepare for Friday's tilt against our rival, the Patriot Pioneers. With a lot at stake in this bitter relationship between the two squads, Fidel Bilche explained the importance of this week's rival game against Patriot.
This game is really important for us because Patriot High School is like one of the biggest teams in our district championship in our season. Like all the years, they try to go and fight with us, get the district championship, and then we always play against them in the finals. They're really good. They're hungry. They want to be on the top of the, the season district championship. They want to win everything. But we start working here on Monday, start putting our work for be ready on Friday and beat them.
The Bobcats recently picked up their first win of the season against Forest Park last week. Nick Como's big goal won it for Battlefield, and it proved to get the ball rolling as the team's confidence has improved. Nick explained how big his goal was for Battlefield as they head into this rival game against Patriot.
That goal really hyped us up because we hadn't really done anything that whole game, and once that we scored, we just played hardcore defense, just parked the bus, and throughout practice we've just been practicing our positioning on defense and our offensive finishing, and we're looking good going into Patriot on Friday.
The Bobcats and the Pioneers settled for a draw this past Friday, 1-1. Liam Lovell scored the Bobcats' only goal, and Michael Barbuti kept the boys in check between the pipes for Battlefield. The team next plays Woodbridge at home this Tuesday. Now we switch gears over to the Battlefield softball team. The girls had 2 games on the week, starting first against Lake Braddock. The Bobcats would fall, but even with the loss, last week's walk-off win against Forest Park has the team feeling ready for Patriot this Friday. Center fielder Allie Moores explained the team's mindset into Patriot.
We're really excited. We've seen Patriot last year, and we're confident that our swings are going to pull through for us, and our fielding's really solid, so we have a lot going for us going to Patriot.
With all this excitement leading into Friday's action against the Pioneers, Coach Farrington has made it clear that the Bobcats cannot get ahead of themselves against Patriot.
We need to take care of ourselves versus worrying about what they do or what they have. I think if we do what we're supposed to do, we'll be fine.
Due to all the rain that came in Thursday, Friday's game at Patriot was postponed. The girls will have to wait for April 29th to make up this game against the Pioneers. The team is next in action Tuesday on the road at Woodbridge. Next up, it's the Battlefield boys lacrosse team. The guys look to rebound from a heartbreaking loss to the defending state champs, the Woodson Cavaliers, this past Saturday. The Bobcats fell 9-8 in a game they led 6-2. Goalie Matt Rayhauser explained how the Bobcats will bounce back from the loss.
We have a great set of guys out here on defense. We just got to get them all to mesh together to really play team defense and be the best we can.
The Bobcats had all week to prepare for their next game this past Friday against the Potomac Falls Panthers. With Potomac Falls being a team that Battlefield has bested in years past, senior Mitchell Glaze spoke about the preparation in a game the team knows they can win.
Preparation doesn't change at all. We're going to still go out there, work on our ground balls, work on clearing. Clearing's a big thing for us right now. We kind of struggled in the last few games with our clearing, so we're putting in the work today, and we're going to see how it goes.
The Bobcats defeated the Panthers 15-4 on a cold and windy night in Sterling this past Friday. Logan Cleary, Jack Patane, Ian Dinga, Zach Wallace, and many others led the scoring for Battlefield. Matt Rayhauser's strong performance in net kept the Panthers in check the whole night. We will be live streaming the team's next game this Monday at home against Woodbridge. Next up, it's the Battlefield girls soccer team. The Bobcats hosted the Riverbend Bears in their first of 2 games this past Tuesday at home. I spoke with Hannah Karras before the game.
I'm here with Hannah Karras before the girls varsity team gets set for their match tonight against Riverbend High School. Hannah, you guys are killing it right now. Through 2 games of the season, 5 goals per game, averaging less than a goal on defense. What's going to be the key to be that consistent tonight, out on the pitch tonight as Riverbend comes into town?
Well, we just really need to work as a team and continue to communicate and transition quickly and keep possession.
The girls had no problem with the Bears as the Bobcats won 5-0. Battlefield goals came from Jenna Dunt, Isabel Kelly, Ashley Lunderman, and Brianna Robinson with 2 goals on the night. Ashley Donahoe and Lindsay Clow held the shutout in net as the Bears couldn't get the goose egg off the board. The team was scheduled to play Patriot this past Friday, but due to rain, it was postponed. The girls are back on the pitch next Tuesday at home against the Woodbridge Vikings. Now batting, it's the Battlefield boys baseball team. The Bobcats welcomed the Freedom Eagles to town for their game this past Monday. Coach Burkhart was forced to make a big season change ahead of Monday's game, as standout pitcher, senior Matt Michelle, will be out for the season with a partially torn UCL. I spoke with Coach Burkhart before Monday's game about the injury.
I'm here with Battlefield baseball coach, Coach Burkhart. Coach, last game, a huge loss to the pitching staff. You lose Matt Michelle for the season to Tommy John surgery. With the amount of arms the Bobcats have this season, how are you guys going to be able to bounce back and continue on without a big pitcher like him?
It is a big loss. It's unfortunate in this game that kind of thing happens. It definitely is not good. It's a big loss for us, but, it is early, so we're going to be able to establish, some other guys be able to step in and compete and get out there and take some of his innings that he would have had. But, it is a big loss, obviously, looking to the region and the state. We needed him, but, like I say, this being early, we can try to manage and see who can fill in that spot.
Now this season we have a lot of young arms. The young guys are filled in this roster. How are they going to be able to step up with that next man up mentality to carry Battlefield here to a good season?
I think just getting experience, getting the opportunities, and when they do get their opportunities, perform how they do in the bullpens, and don't try to create the moment as big as it is. Just get out there and try to dominate and just command, and not try to be too fine. Try to strike everybody out, just pitch to contact, and I think the more times they get out there, the more experience they have, that'll help them out.
The Bobcats defeated the Eagles in a thriller 8-7. The offense was led by Craig Miles, Zach Agnos, Jamie Garrison, Adam Kuzmicki, and Kyle Terrell. JT McGuire picked up the win in relief of Cole Snead on the mound with the help of Kyle Terrell's game-winning walk-off steal of home plate to stun Freedom. I talked with Kyle after the game.
I'm here with Battlefield designated hitter Kyle Terrell. Kyle, what an ending. 7-7, bottom of the 7th. You're on third. What happens when you decide to just steal home? Was that coach's decision to send you? Was that you on that pass ball? What happened as you booked it and you made it home for the winning run?
It was a coach's decision. Also with the baseball IQ, I seen the ball pass. It hit the bat. I know I had to go. I was a game-winning run. I knew I just had to go, get it for the team, get that money, get the bag.
And, when you were up in that inning, you get the hard base hit into the outfield. Your emotions were going crazy this whole game, and especially in that 7th inning. How big of a feeling was it for you personally and the team to make this comeback after giving up the lead, but then getting it back and ultimately winning the game?
It just felt really good. It felt really good to just, get down, have the team come together, get up, and just to come back, get that winning run, and just score and win. And it just felt really good as a team and as an individual.
Kyle Terrell wins it for the Bobcats on a stolen base to home, and the Bobcats remain perfect on the season, 3-0.
And finally, it's the Battlefield girls lacrosse team. I spoke with Michelle Perkins about how the team was going to get the win before the Bobcats took on the Broad Run Spartans this past Thursday in their first of 2 games this past week.
We're starting to learn new plays this year, and we just need to stay together as a team.
The Bobcats defeated the Spartans 22-0. Tori Whitmer and Kate Himes each had 3 goals as they led the Bobcats offense, which featured 15 different goal scorers. Jordan Edwards and Jennifer Richardson combined for the shutout in net. I spoke with Gianna Schweizer after the game about how the spread-out offense for Battlefield continues to be so successful each game.
This year, our offense is very in-depth. Most of our players all
around the field, can score on attack. We've been practicing a lot on picks, screens, and we have a bunch of new plays, and we are getting ready to defeat Dominion this Friday.
The Bobcats fell to Dominion 18-7. The girls look to bounce back this Monday at Herndon.